guys, it's Ashley, your scrapping nerd, and I'm back today with day 8 of Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches, Series 11. And today's sketch is by Susan Stringfellow, and this sketch, I guess she owns Sketch Savvy, and it's a sketch that was for Sketch Savvy. That's hard to say, a lot of S's. Sketch Savvy sketch designed by Susan. So I liked the sketch. It was a 2-page layout, so it made me actually do 2 pages. I don't normally do 2 pages, and so it was fun. And I'm using this Paper Studio like page kit. Plus, I had a couple other just papers that were wedding themed in my stash as well. And so I'm going to start with this gray one that says 2 hearts, 1 love, very wedding, and make that kind of square that she had in the sketch that goes across both pages. And I really liked the idea of these things spanning across 2 pages. Like I said, I don't normally do pages because I like D-ring albums, so it doesn't always make sense for me to do 2 pages that are alike. Usually I'll do 2 pages that are similar if they go together. But like I said, this was fun to make it basically match on both sides. And so on the right side, I thought I was going to do 3 photos, but I decided to stick with the 2 photos on that side because I didn't want to cover up that background paper that I used, because I think it's really pretty. It's got that silver. You can see it kind of shines with the wording, and so I really like how that looks. And so this is the layout that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have 3 photos on the left side where the sketch only had 2, but it kind of takes the place. She had a big journaling block, so one of the photos just kind of takes the place of that. And so I had this paper in the stash, and it's rings, and I think it said it was from like 2001. So it's an oldie but goodie, and it's textured. It's really glittery and textured. It's very pretty. And I'm going to have that be a piece that goes from the right to left across the middle of the page. And so I'm liking how that's looking. And then I had this other paper, and it has a lot of words on it, but you can kind of see where it looks like it's in a column. And so I cut a column out to use, and here I'm just getting the paper glued down, and I had put them together and taped it so that I made sure that I liked it, and then it was centered across there. And then I'm just going to use my ruler and an X-Acto knife and cut them apart so I can work with one page or the other. But at least this, I made sure that lined up since it's such a central part of the layout. And so I like how that looked, and I used the StazOn ink in Dove Gray to ink the edges of everything on here. And I think the gray just really helps it pop off the background as well. And so I didn't want my photos to blend in too much, so I did do just a thin white photo mat around them. And that just helps them kind of stand out. And so here's where I'm going to put all that ink on around the edge of this as well. But I wanted to put that white paper across the middle. And I could have just did it like this and put my photos on it and called it a day, but there was a bunch of sayings on the piece of paper. And so I wanted parts of the sayings to show in between the photos. So what's going to happen is I'm going to cut up the paper and so that I can have what I want it to say be shown. And like I said, that's probably really finicky, and it wasn't necessary, but I liked how it turned out. And so like on this one, you'll only see the word love, and then between the photos, it'll have to have and hold, congratulations, and then again on the very right, it'll say congratulations, love the bride and groom. And so, this, I like how there's still the words make sense, and they're not all choppy because I just would have glued it down and put the photos on it. And so that was the idea, but that did take a little bit of fussing around. And so when I made that strip with the rings, I left it sticking over a little bit so I could make sure that when I do the left side of the layout, it matches up. And so once I got that down and all matched up, and I put my white photo mat around my photos, then I could continue on with the layout. And I also wanted to continue with the wordings as well. And so again, this one just says something blue, something borrowed on that part that you see. And then between the vertical and the 2 horizontal, it says Mr. and Mrs. Cherish. And so I just really like how that turned out. It added the other layer, but then it still was fun to read. And so I'm getting those glued down, and I put the 2 horizontal photos pretty much on top of each other because the white paper here doesn't go all the way across. And I ended it behind this vertical photo. And so, I made it so like the left side of the layout was the group photos, and then the right side was just my husband and I while we were being wedding guests. And so I have in that page kit from the paper studio had this bride and groom wedding dress suit embellishment here, and so I liked that down in the bottom right. I thought that looked really cute. And then on the photo here, I'm putting the bride and groom because everyone's in the photo, taking a photo with them. And then this one that I put on the picture of my husband and I says picture perfect. And so I really like putting those on the pictures because it adds just some decoration to the pictures, I guess is the word. And I had this large square sticker that says wedding, and it was gray, and so I thought it went perfect with the theme. And then I had that word love, and so the title is Wedding Love, and it just gets that used up. Like, I probably have had that wedding thing forever, and so I really like how that turned out. And then I had this heart that I put down in the bottom left cluster there that was stripes, and I really liked the black and white stripes with the layout. I thought that turned out really cute. And so I was building that cluster on the left, and it has the Let Sparks Fly, and then I have a little label there that I need to put the date on. And so since I really liked that black and white stripe, I decided I needed to put that all around the layout. So I had some other hearts that I'll sprinkle around, and then I put that heart on the wedding dress. And then I thought this upper corner needed some of that black and white stripe, and I will put wedding day up there. But that's the layout. Thank you to everyone that's liked and subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that button below. I would love to have you. Make sure you check out all the links that I put in the description box for Christy's Beautiful Life, 30 days of sketches, Instagram, Facebook page, YouTube. They're all down there. And everyone have a great day. Bye.